I'm fed up with my roommate, and here's the deal. My girlfriend and I are currently sharing a 2-bedroom apartment in New York City with her childhood best friend. Although the lease is ending in a few months, I'm not sure I can survive until then. Here's some background. My girlfriend used to live with 2 other women who did not want me to stay over. At the time, I was living in a converted van, pursuing a personal dream of van life and traveling the United States. They considered me homeless, and it created a massive rift between my girlfriend and her former friends to the point they no longer speak to each other. To escape the toxic atmosphere, my girlfriend moved into my van with me. Initially, the van was perfect for one, but with her there, I decided to sell it and move into a bigger space we now call home. Around the same time, her childhood best friend, who just graduated with a degree in musical theater and dreams of making it big on Broadway, joined us. My girlfriend pays the most rent because of her corporate job, while her friend and I contribute equally. Here's where the rant begins. Living with her friend is a nightmare. No matter how politely we ask, he blatantly ignores us and pretends we don't exist. For instance, he refuses to wash his dishes, allowing them to pile up in the sink to the point where we can't even use the faucet without cleaning up after him. My girlfriend and I end up doing all of the cleaning and cooking. Every time he uses the toilet, it's a disaster, and he never cleans up after himself. Because he chips in a little bit for groceries, he assumes we should cater to his every need and cook his every meal. When we go out for a meal, he'll devour an entire bag of chips we just bought yesterday, because it's easier for him than cooking. To make matters worse, he sings constantly, and his singing is awful. It feels like he may have cheated his way through musical theater school because his singing is off-key, ear-piercingly bad, or just plain wrong. When we ask him to be a little quieter, he retorts, "This is my apartment too," and carries on. Every morning and every night, he serenades us with his ear-bleeding wake-up calls. We live on the 2nd floor of my building, and I can hear him every time he enters the building because he is singing as loud as he can. I don't think he likes singing either because he's not trying to be good. I think he just likes hearing the sound of his voice and knows it's annoying us at the same time. To top it off, he's not landing any auditions or callbacks, and his agent dropped him. Because he can't find work, he resorts to doing cocaine and binging his Adderall prescription and alcohol, partying until the early hours. His noisy, obnoxious behavior disrupts the entire household, even when some of us have early work commitments. He seems completely indifferent to our need for a good night's sleep. It gets even worse. He wets his bed at least once a month. He will throw the sheets in the washer without addressing the stained, smelly mattress. After eating, he wipes his messy hands on throw pillows and uses blankets as makeshift tissues for his boogers. As if that's not enough. He's a fool. He has flooded the bathroom multiple times by leaving the sink running while he was 3 feet away in the shower. On top of that, he has a habit of snooping through our clothes and personal belongings. We had to change the locks on our bedroom because he was helping himself with our clothes and weed. I walked in one day, and all our weed and keef spilled from our closed grinder onto the ground. After confronting him, I found 7 of my personal shirts in his room and a pair of my girlfriend's thongs. My girlfriend was so grossed out, she told him to keep them. It's driving my girlfriend insane as well, but because she has known him since childhood, she feels a sense of loyalty towards him. Whenever I express my frustration and bring up these issues, she tends to feel bad and undermine my complaints by reminding him of their long-standing friendship. In reality, he's manipulating her by exploiting their history as a means to justify his actions and behavior, all while completely disregarding me and my feelings in the process. I love my girlfriend, but living with him is putting a strain on our relationship. Has anyone else gone through this? And do you have any advice for me? I need it desperately. I don't want to break up with my girlfriend, but I do not think I can keep living there if things stay the same.
Double kill. Double kill. You have slain an enemy ally slain. Enemy slain. Enemy turret destroyed.
There's no such thing as a lucky shot.
Killing spree. Enemy double kill. Ally slain. Aced. Enemy killing spree. Shut down. Turret lost. Ally has reconnected. Enemy slain. Enemy slain. Double kill. Enemy slain.
Down here!
Enemy slain. Shut down.